Hey, how's it going? So, we're going to have a topic of gaming headsets now. Now, the question is, should you buy a gaming headset? This is not exactly a full no, because not every headset's the same. And that's sort of the issue here. So, I guess the answer I can go with right off the bat is depends. Now, if you're gaming on console, you're kind of stuck with gaming a gaming headset. Sort of. It depends on if it's got a headphone jack on it or not. I know, like, the PS4, the Xbox One, the Xbox Series S, and maybe the PS5 have headphone jacks in the controller port, which if they do, they can use any headset you want. But of course, we all know most players online, they use the same headphones or earbuds they come with their cell phone. They use that, and you can tell they're using that because the microphone is shit on it. Which is the only reason why I would say get a gaming headset if you're playing on console and you want a good mic. It's the only reason why I would say get one. But with that being said, why the fuck you play it on console? Like, go. Okay, look, when the PlayStation 5 dropped, the PS5, when that console dropped, you know what I did? I took the money I saved up and just started building a PC. I spent $770 on just the processor, motherboard, RAM, power supply. And that was all I needed at the time. I had an extra case sitting around, so I just put it in the used case. My brother had a cheap GPU I could stick in there just to get started with, because it was a Ryzen CPU. That worked fine. And then over the next few months, I bought a better case, I doubled the RAM, and I also bought a better GPU when I got my taxes back. So, why would you buy a console at this point? Go get a PC. You know? I think people who buy console nowadays are the guys who think, all women should have big tits and money falls from the sky and shit. That's what I'm thinking. Those kind of people. So, all right. So you know what? I figured, why don't we try to do an experiment here real quick? Let's see how a gaming headset is, and then we'll verse it against a studio headset, which is what I personally use. So we're going to use here today. These are my brother's headphones. These are the Corsair HS80s. Okay, he said they're the HS60s, but I looked up the 60s on Amazon, and they look totally different from this. So these go for $120, and these are arguably one of the best headsets you can get your hands on right now, gaming headsets specifically. Yeah, it's got a nice microphone on it. I'm not gonna use the mic because I got my studio mic, so I might as well use that. Although the microphone on this I hear does sound pretty good, so there's a plus there. So I figured, why don't we try these out and see how they sound. And now I'll give you my honest opinion about how they sound. Let's go ahead and put these on. All right, well, they're kind of comfortable, but they feel weird. Like, already, I feel like my voice is nerfed by putting these on. So, okay, so we're good on that. Make sure I'm set to the headset. That's fine. Not that. Oh, we're using this. And, okay, we're set to the headset. That's fine. And we're going to play Counter-Strike 2, because why not? Yeah, I tried playing Counter-Strike 2. It's the exact same game as CSGO. It's literally, they just changed the UI a little bit. Maybe fixed a few gameplay features, but that's it. It's literally the same damn game. And these are powered by USB, by the way, so they're not the headphone jack. Yeah, I didn't get past the training session. I just played it for a little bit to try it out. It's the same as CSGO. Which, by the way, why do they call it Counter-Strike 2? This is like the 5th in the series. And that's illegal. What the hell?
Now is the time.
Okay, the sound... Yeah, I hear nothing but footsteps. Like nothing but footsteps. Oh, you son of a... Yeah. Yeah, they say there's an issue with the aim in this game. You can aim dead on and still miss. And they say that's a glitch in the game right now, which, oh, another glitch. What a surprise. Terrorists fucked up. Well, the counter-terrorists, I'm sorry. Yeah, let's get my gun back. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I can only hear footsteps and gunshots. That's it. I hear nothing else. Which...
Move it, move it.
It feels like the audio is nerfed. Which, how you can play with that, I have no clue.
Activated the bomb. Bomb has been planted. One man left. You killed him.
Yeah, it's 7.1 surround sound, but the Valve engines do that with stereo. So why would you need 7.1? Yeah, we'll do one more round. We'll leave the 3 rounds.
This is it. We kill them and then we go home.
Yeah, it feels like the footsteps are amplified and everything else is drowned out. I think the best compliment I could say about this is that it nerfs all the sound, which...
Terrorists win. We will dance on your grave.
Eh. Now, a lot of gaming headsets kind of do this. Not all of them, but a lot of them do. It nerfs all the sound and only amplifies the footsteps and gunshots. That's not natural. Like, if it's not natural, then it's not gonna fucking work. And I can't even hear exactly where the enemies are at. That's the problem. I think it's trying to do that, but it doesn't do it. Because I'm not hearing everything else. You know, you got to hear all the other stuff too, because especially some of these later games, if they cross by a branch or something like that, it won't pick that up. Or if they hit a rock or something, you can't hear that. You know, you can't hear everything else going on. You're only hearing footsteps and gunshots, and that's it. That's not enough. It doesn't even sound right. It feels like I'm in like a sound chamber with like no sound. Or a muted sound room, you know what I'm talking about? It feels like that, but I'm only hearing people walk. It doesn't sound right. It sounds off. This, yeah, it's... No. And this is one of the best ones, by the way. It feels like it's trying to bury everything else, which I'm like, I've been playing shooters for a long time. I got to hear everything to know what the hell is going on. Because I got to hear if something's off in this direction or that direction, and you can do that in stereo. You don't need 7.1. So let's take this off. Disconnect that because we don't need that no more. And let me make sure we are set. Yes, we are. We are good. So we gotta change it to the other one. All right, now we're gonna use my headphones. These are my One Audios, Fusion A71s. These are about $33 on Amazon right now. These are pure studio headphones, and these are the range of this I think is wider than those. I think this is 20 hertz by 40 kilohertz. Okay, that's really wide, and this is pure audio. Yeah, I love studio headphones. I've been using them for a long time, and I swear to God, they pay off as far as I'm concerned. So let's try these out in CS2. Let's make sure my audio is set up so it picks it up properly. We are using that. Okay. I shut the game down just that way it picks up the new headset. Because some of these games, they have the headset options in there. And sometimes they don't work if you swap them out. They do that because it's a cheat reason. There's a reason why. So you got to shut the game down, start it back up, make sure it's a new headset, so on and so forth. So people use cheat programs that use the headset option to get through there. I don't know why they do that. It's just a thing. All right, let's go.
We must work together.
Already it sounds nicer. Already. I can hear everything. Yeah, this feels better already.
Guys, I tell you, we kill them all.
Yeah, see, I can hear a lot more stuff. I don't just hear footsteps. I can hear all the other shit they're hitting. As well as some of the stuff in the background. You got to hear everything to know what you're doing. See, the footsteps are way more pronounced also. But also, like, like one thing you got to remember is that
Activating the bomb.
when it comes to audio, you have to do everything because sound bounces off the walls and stuff like that. Especially when your sound design is done right.
Next thing left. Terrorists win.
Yeah, I heard that way better. Let me turn my volume up. I heard that way more. I can hear more of what's going on. Because the other one inerts everything. I can't hear stuff bouncing on the walls. I can't hear echoes. You don't hear any of that shit. You hear that with this. Keep in mind, Valve has great audio with their games. And this is in stereo. I can still hear everything around me. Yeah. It works fine.
Only 2 men left. Terrorists win. It'll cry like Venice before you die.
Yeah, I can hear way more.
Together we can do this.
Yeah, and you get full surround sound no matter what. That's how Valve games are. They have great sound. Ever since Half-Life 2. I heard it coming and I walked right into it. That's my fault.
Terrorists win.
Yeah. Yeah, it's... I can hear way more with these because I can hear everything else. I can hear the echoes off the walls. I can hear all the little stuff they're moving on the ground. They do really do this deep sound stuff. And it's not just in this. It's also in CSGO. Maybe Counter-Strike Source has it also. I know Half-Life games have it, especially 2 and up. So you got to hear everything to make educated decisions. When you hear everything, you hear all the little shit that headset doesn't show you. That's the thing. Yeah, studios. I go for these any day of the week. Yeah. So these are $33 on Steam, right? On Amazon right now. These you go for $36. They're not that expensive. I go with studios. That's my opinion. Because I tried this, and this feels nerfed compared to this. Because you got to hear everything to know what's going on. Because what these gaming headsets do, everybody just wants footsteps and bullets, which that's not the whole case. You got to hear everything. You have to hear everything to know what's going on because there's a bunch of little stuff that happens, especially when the sound design is done right. There's a bunch of little stuff happening also that you got to like know to black out. But you know what? That might also give you an indicator of what's going on in another spot. Or better yet, play actual competitive shooters like Quake or Unreal. Those are actual competitive. You know, Counter-Strike's fun. I'm not saying Counter-Strike is bad. But Counter-Strike is who pulls the trigger first. So if it's who pulls the trigger first, you're going to buy useless shit to try to get an advantage when all you got to do really is just pull the trigger first. You know? So yeah, this is a video that's real simple. I still recommend getting a pair of studio headsets. They're cheaper, they're better, and they just have better sound design all around, especially when you get a good pair. Like I said, this is the One Audio A71. Okay, this is the DJ version, which has a little bit more bass in it. So I can hear everything. By the time I mix my audio. But there's one more cool thing about this. So one cool thing about getting a studio headset, most custom PCs and even some pre-builts now, even laptops, they have a special sound setting in here that you can check out. It won't work because my interface is connected, so it won't show it. So this is Sonic Studio 3. This is on a lot of PCs nowadays. Yeah, see, it's not going to work because my interface doesn't work with it. But plug directly into my headphone jack, it'll work. Actually, I'll show you that right now. So let's close that. Go to Realtek Audio. Let's open that back up. It should pop back up now. Yeah, here we go. And you see, you got all these different settings here. You get music, movie, communication, and gaming. There's a gaming option. And if you go here to the equalizer, you get a bunch of different headsets you can use in here. You can use Audio Technica. You can use the Asus headsets, Astro Gaming. You get other ones, the HyperX Cloud, which is very popular with streamers nowadays. The Racing Kraken Pro. Even Sennheiser and SteelSeries. You can set this to sound like those headsets just with a studio headset. Literally. And so a lot of gaming PCs come with this nowadays, especially pre-built ones, custom-built ones. Some pre-builts come with this stuff also. And even, I have a laptop, a $200 laptop that I got for my birthday earlier this, was it like over a week and a half ago? And that's got this shit in it. And that's an Intel. So, you have no real reason to buy one of these. Save your money. Just, get a studio headset and set it up the way you want. It doesn't get any easier than that. Well, anyway, thank you all for joining me. Have a great time, man. Hopefully I'll see you all next time. Take care.